It's 100% your weekend Kickstarter.
Can you see I'm sitting on a pillow? I'm sitting on a pillow right now.
First thing I noticed, the people. Yes, and I also noticed that your power goes out a lot. And we're back.
Yeah, we're back, yeah.
You like?
100% Ninja content.
My name is Sidney Shelter. I'm happy to have you on board, and this is the Saturday Show.
Let me just give you one line from the film. Maga, no de mugu maga.
You know the meaning of Maga.
Before uncle.
And 100% It's the Saturday Show full blast on ITV every Saturday.
Your worst lack of experience. Oh, okay. I'm going to sound like this. No, not
At 8 a.m. Keep it locked.
Okay, it's a beautiful Saturday morning. Welcome on board, welcome to where it happens every Saturday. My name is Sidney Shelter, like you know, and it's about time I do some up-close and personal interview with a very, very well-known face, a broadcaster, content provider, and early in the year, she was actually a housemate of the very popular TV show, Ultimate Love, Season 1.
Ultimate Love. Whenever I want to tell you something, you want to make it look as if because you're in love, then everybody why must you be so passionate? Passionately angry.
Sorry about the passion. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Woo! And here we have her, looking all good in body and flesh and soul. How you doing?
Very well. It's
good morning to you, man.
Good morning.
Don't you look good?
Thank you.
You look fabulous, man.
It's the work of the Lord.
What's the secret, man? Because you look so fly.
That's what we say now. It's the Lord's doing. And
the Lord's doing. Oh boy, man. We need to tap in that, man. And have ours as well, yeah?
Amen to that.
Abi folks, I think so. All right, good. So good to have you in the house, man, after all this while. You guys were actually locked inside the house for 2 good months.
Yes, we were.
February 9th to March 29th, though it was cut short with 10 days due to COVID and stuff, yeah?
Yes.
And it seemed to me you were forced to look for love, like find love. By fire, by foot, you must get love. I mean, wasn't it a crazy idea?
It was at first, you know. I mean, when it came out, when we saw the adverts for the program, we thought, oh, nice idea. Okay. But when we got into the house and saw like how short a time we had to decide who to fall in love with, it was a bit of, you know, a lot more pressure than we anticipated. Oh, boy. But it was good. It was nice. It was nice. It was fun. It was great. All right. Fun.
Okay, so 6 months after the show, what's new? What are you up to? What's happening?
So, I mean, of the 6 months, we spent another 3 months locked up in the hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Because when we came out, we didn't know anything about the COVID situation. And so as soon as we could just say, okay, we have to, put you away. Let's quarantine you.
These guys,
exactly. And so there's 3 months gone. But within that time, we had a lot of time to bond amongst ourselves. We had time to bond. We had time to meet with the fans. We had time to also strategize on what business plans we had to take and all of that. It's been good.
All right.
It's been good.
Nice. So now let's go back to when you guys checked out of the house, because that was the phrase, not evicted. Checked out of the house. Yeah, you know. Yeah, and coming to the love pad, you know what I mean? Yeah. And coming to the real world, right? And seeing a whole lot of drastic change, man. Social distancing, wear your masks, cover your face, no more handshakes and all that. I mean, how was the first feeling like when you guys saw this new lifestyle of ours?
So at first in the house, we started to suspect that something was wrong on the outside because they weren't letting people come close to us. They weren't letting anybody, you know, touch us. So we just thought, oh, you know, something is wrong outside. But the first shock came when we actually left the house. So we saw everybody in masks. And
I'm telling you.
It was scary.
They
had
mode,
gloves, they had sanitizers like the rest. And I thought, what is happening? Is the world coming to an end? Yeah. You know, but we came out, we were briefed thoroughly, and we just managed to scale through it. Yes,
and there came the lockdown, boom, right? Did this affect you guys in any way?
So the usual thing with reality TV shows is that you'd come out and then you have your media rounds, which would help your publicity. People get to know you better. Even those who did not watch the show, you know, get acquainted with you. And we didn't have that because of the lockdown. And so that whole phase and whatever could have come with it was something we had to sacrifice because of the lockdown. But
that's bad.
It's a life we have to face.
That's bad. You had to do that for the greater good.
For the greater good.
Like they say.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. Now let's talk about your boo man, Dave. How's Dave doing?
Dave is doing good.
All right. Okay.
First time I say Dave.
Sorry?
David.
Yeah,
I know like David. Yes.
Oh, first guy saying Dave, right?
Yes.
Oh, really? Oh, all right. Okay. So how's David doing?
D is fine.
Okay. I love that part. Yeah, D is fine. That means you guys are still an item.
Yes.
At the end of the day, right? So good. So how will you put it? Still madly in love, very much in love, or just in love?
Also, I think that, you know, there are a lot of expectations from us.
Yeah.
All of the couples who came out of the house, people expect, oh, you people should just, you know, but we're normal human beings. And so we have our ups and we have our downs.
Absolutely.
And sometimes we can't stand each other. Sometimes we just cannot stay apart from each other. So it's a normal couple dynamics. We're normal, but we're good.
No, don't shy away from my question. This is the Saturday show, and we do it without no holds back. So, which amongst my three options? Madly in love, just in love, very much in love. Just pick one. A very harmless one at the end of the day.
Let me see. Very, very much in love.
Very much in love. All right, good. That's nice. That's nice. So nice. All right, now, at what point did you guys discover you were actually in love? Was it while the show was ongoing or right after the show?
So I think David had a better idea as to when he decided. For me, I took a longer time. I like to process things.
All right.
So it took me a longer time to decide, oh, you know what, I actually do really like this person, and oh, I love this person.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, it was more after the house than in the house, because I wanted to be sure that everything that was going on in there was, you know, was natural, and then it was original. So I had to come out and see for myself.
Okay, and now is 50-50, yeah? 50-50.
You could say that.
100.
You could say that.
Okay, all right, cool. Now, on getting out of the show, you know, to the real world, what was the weirdest social media, mainstream media report you would say you heard that shook you to your bone marrow? Like, for real? Like, seriously?
Oh,
Even if it was real or fake news or, you know, yeah.
Okay, so because of the way that the show went and because of the drama that had gone on in the house, a lot of things, you know, changed for us. And so when we came out, I'd heard, oh, you're a mean person.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you were really, really tough on David. I know maybe you don't even like him. Maybe he's just, you know, a lot of things I heard, but it was expected. I've been in the media for a long time, so I would have been surprised if I didn't hear any of that. Yeah. But it still felt, because I mean, now it's you being talked about, so you're like, I'm not that mean.
Okay, all right. Now, there was this one we saw, right? And this shook me to bits when I saw this. This was in the month of May.
Okay.
May, June, if I'm not mistaken. And it had to do with you and Dave fighting, allegedly fighting over inadequate sex.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. It's right there.
I didn't even see this one.
You didn't see that one?
No,
Real?
Oh, yes, I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Yeah.
But
was it real or that was fiction? Was it fake news
it
or
was
really?
absolutely fake news.
Oh, boy.
There was no truth to it. It was speculation. Because, you know, while we were at the hotel, every couple was in a different block, you know, and everybody was sussing news, basically, and had ideas as to what was going on in the other person's room.
Yeah.
And so this particular allegation had come out of a live of some of the housemates, and they were just speculating. We are very private people. I'm a very private person, so even at the hotel, I was very, very private, and we didn't spend a lot of time with all of the other housemates. So I think it was just what is going on in there.
Yeah, people just imagining things.
Exactly. But they came out to clear it anyways.
Dave did, right?
Yes, not David.
Okay, who?
The couple involved, the couple who brought up the rumor.
Oh, okay, all right.
They came out to clear it. So,
oh, good,
yes.
all right. Okay, cool. So now, guys, you know, it never happened.
Never happened.
It was just
never
fiction
will.
at the end of the day. Now, let's talk. Let's talk about wedding bells. Yeah, you know. Are we expecting that soon? Wedding bells, walking that out, you know.
So funny thing, right? When we were in the house, we used to say, "Oh, we're going to get married in August," because you know it's just such a nice time. We didn't have any idea what was going on outside, but now we're out and we face the real world, and then we have to meet our families. We have to, you know, get to know each other better. So we're still in that process. Okay. We've not exactly said, oh, this is when we're going to get married. We're just in that phase where we want to get to know each other as much as we can, learn as much about ourselves and our families, and so we're still there.
All right.
No dates yet.
All right. Okay. Cool. And I saw on your Instagram page.
Yes.
You know, August 1st or thereabout, you were so excited being back home to PH.
Yes.
And you said it was the first time seeing your family.
Yes.
Is that true?
In a long time.
Since
the last time
February?
I saw them was last year.
Boy.
I think it was about August last year as well.
Okay.
So it's been a while. It's been very long time.
You must be so happy then. Going by the post.
Elated.
I know what it feels like not to see your parents for quite a bit.
Yeah, and also it was helpful because every advice and talk we had had were from fans and people around us, and sometimes you just need the hard truth. You need people asking the right questions. So it was really great for me because now you're sitting down with your mom and she's like, okay, camaradary's over. Let's talk real talk, and it was helpful for me.
Oh, cool! Well, cool. All right. Okay, cool. Now let's gossip a little bit, right? You know, guys don't gossip, but when we are with the girls, we just try to vibe a little
indulge
bit.
us.
Indulge you a little bit. Now let's talk about the winners.
Okay.
Right now, first things first, right? Most folks thought, or they are of this impression, you guys were robbed of your win because you had so many people rooting for you guys. But at the end of the day, it didn't happen that way. Then they began rooting for Teresa and her guy.
Yes.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, boom, was given to Rosie and Kachi. Yeah. What do you think you guys were robbed of your win?
I wouldn't exactly say that because with reality TV shows, a lot of things are uncertain.
Yeah.
Right. I'm a producer as well, so I have an idea as to how these things can go on the inside, and so I feel that in our case there was a lot of time lapse, literally, when they had communicated that the voting was going to close earlier than usual. A lot of people did not have that idea, you know, and so it kind of slowed down the voting. So I can't exactly say, oh, we were robbed of it or anything. I think we deserve to win as well, but I think the winners also deserve to win.
All right, cool one. I love the way you put it, man. This is diplomatic. It's all good. Now let's snitch on these folks, man. Let's snitch on these folks. Let's gossip. Now, Rosie and Kachi were told, right, you have won, but all the prizes will be pending when you get married, staying together, and being in love for 1 year.
1 year.
12 months.
Yes.
Then you can go now with the house.
Yes.
With the cars.
Yeah.
And all expense paid wedding, trips overseas, and 5 million naira.
So I think that the 5 million naira gift prize has already been given.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
So
that was not a part of it. You get
exempting
your money.
that one now.
Yes, and then every other gift comes.
All right, okay, cool.
Yes.
There and then we saw Kachi propose.
As I tie this to declare my love to you and plead that you spend the rest of eternity with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a commitment! Yes! Whoa! Massive!
That was
that came as a surprise to all of us.
Sure, even myself.
That came as a surprise because everyone was asking where did the ring come from? Like, how did you plan this? Who did you plan it with? Yeah. So it was a surprise to all of us as well. But it was good.
So at the end of the day, do you still have been able to clinch those other pending mouth-watering, juicy prizes? Because they have to live together in love for 12 months without no wahala, no stress. Everything go like normal and nice.
You're not going to know if there's wahala because you're not going to stay with them.
Social media
as long
watching.
As they're able to keep up a good front, then they're good.
A good front. I love that, So what do you think? Do you see it at the end of the day, they're coming out real to clinch these prizes? Because see, there seems to be a school of thought or opinion, so to speak, that these guys might just act it all. And when they grab what they want, they're just like, we don't try now. Let's play, you know what I mean? But you take the house, I take the, you know what I mean?
I think only time can tell.
Okay.
Because I know that the same pressure that the rest of us have is doubled for them because we could decide, oh, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore, and then we just have the fans to face. Yeah. They have a lot more to lose than we do.
Absolutely.
You know, so it's a lot of pressure for them, and I pray that they make it through because if not, it's going to be tough.
Are you in talking terms?
With them?
With them, yeah.
Oh yes, we're not friends. Okay. We're acquaintances. But we're
okay. So, by and large, what do you think? What do you feel after vibing with them?
I think that coming out of the house and spending that time together at the hotel really helped them, in their relationship, because I could see that they had grown from where they were in the house
Yeah.
to where they are now. But I'm not privy to a lot of information about them.
Absolutely,
so,
yes.
Yes.
How about now? Like,
I mean, the
a month ago.
last I checked, they
Yeah.
had gone to Imo State for to meet Kachi's people.
Oh, all
so
right.
yeah, so they're doing good.
Okay, so you had it first right here, man, on the Saudi show, right from, you know, the talker, fresh talker. All right, cool. So we just wish them the best, man.
Yes, I
and because
do,
I
from
would
my
love to
heart.
at least see them be proud owners of a house.
Yes, they deserve it.
And you know, an all expense paid wedding. Jesus, that sounds so glorious.
Lavish.
Like, you're not gonna spend one naira.
Isn't that
Everything will be done
everybody's
for
dream?
you. Oh yeah, sure, man.
I hear
Times
that,
are
I hear
hard.
that you men are afraid of the bills that come
Yeah,
with it.
man. Times are hard, my sister, man. Anybody going to do that for anybody right now,
I can
that person
imagine.
will be that person's God, you know?
Yes,
100.
I agree
You know,
with
yeah. So it's also, so let's just hope that it plays out at the end of the day.
Amen.
Now, can we talk about Big Brother Niger ongoing? Hope you don't mind?
Okie-dokie, great.
All right, cool,
Why
all right,
not?
yeah. Now, this very, very toxic relationship between Erica, Lekon, my guy, I know him in Lagos,
Okay.
and Kid Wire, son of a very wealthy Benue State billionaire based in the UK. What do you make out of it? She told Lekon, I am mentally attracted to you, but I'm physically attracted to Kid Wire, and she doesn't hide it. Every now and then, she rubs it on the brother's face. But the brother is still striving so hard to be noticed and like putting himself in perpetual mental torture.
Okay.
So what's your take?
So I'd like to first clear that when you're on the show, literally most times you are living the same kind of life that everyone who's watching is living.
Yeah.
Many times we find ourselves in that same situation out here,
Yeah.
but then nobody's watching our lives and judging us.
Yeah.
Right? And so I just think that it's a normal situation that, now I'll speak for women,
Okay.
that we find ourselves
The
a lot of
women
the
folks,
time because,
right.
you know, we have things that we look out for in our dream man. And I'm sure for like Erica, for every other lady, it's like, oh, you know, I need someone who I can vibe with on that intellectual level.
Yeah.
And I want to find man as well who's good.
You can cuddle
You know, who looks
at
good.
the midnight.
Abs and all, you know. Yeah, so
Okay.
I think for her, it's just that confusion where you can decide what is most important to you. Like, what do I even really choose? Because that mental attraction is big.
Yeah.
When you have that in the same package as a good-looking guy, yo, I'm good to go. You know, but I think it must be really tough for her being in that situation. I don't envy Lekon right now. I don't want to be the person who's like, oh, you know,
Oh, boy.
I like you on the mental level, but I don't like
I'm
you.
telling you, man, that's one zone nobody wants to find him herself.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
he's not in
just
the best
crazy.
zone.
On your show, Ultimate Love, you guys seem to dwell more on personalities while you were in the house as guests. But the concept was find love. Get into relationship, you know, into affairs that at the end of it, they get voted for, you
Yeah.
know, blah, 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 yeah?
Yeah.
But this time around, man, these guys tend to be more about relationship and losing track and focus on the ultimate prize, which is 85 million naira. It's supposed to be a personality show. So what do you think, man? What do you think is
So
happening?
what I think is a lot of people go in there with different motives.
Yeah.
And then they see how it's gone for other people who have gone in there. And so I feel that people are of the notion that when you are coupled up, you have more fans,
Yeah.
you get more.
You
out of-
trend more.
You trend more. People would just like the idea of relationships. So maybe, like every other person in the house, they just go in there like, you know what? Let me couple up so I get
Oh,
the
yeah.
best. But you don't know that every other person came with the same script. So
I am
now
telling you.
it's like Ultimate Love Season 2 with a Big Brother undertone.
I'm telling you, man, for real. For real. So what will be your best advice for anybody warming up to go to a TV reality show?
You have to be tough. You have to be mentally tough. You have to be emotionally tough. You have to learn how to discern, really. There's going to be truth said about you. There's going to be a lot of opinions. Most of them would be wrong. And if you don't have a good sense of self and you don't know who you are, you might lose yourself in the process because you're thinking, oh, maybe I should lean towards this side a little bit so that people will like me more, or maybe I should lean towards this part a little bit. But the thing I've come to realize is people who love you will always love you for who you are. and those who do not will ultimately decide to move on.
Absolutely.
You know, so you have to be very tough.
All right, so in one word, go in with an open mind. Right? No strategy. Because I've seen most at times when you have strategy, when you go in there, you fall face flat.
Strategies mostly never work.
Yeah.
Because you're only strategizing for yourself.
Yeah.
Other people have come in with their own strategies as well, and there's going to be a clash. Then there's going to be reality. There's going to be times when you forget there's a camera.
Yeah.
You know, so it doesn't always. It doesn't
Open
always.
mind.
Just be yourself.
Yeah. Be open-minded. How about a chat right here with Presh talker? And I must confess, man, she is quite a talker. You to tell it. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's talk about you. Now, you are a broadcaster, content creator, yeah, and MC as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's up? Any possibility getting back to work right now? Like, what's new with you on your hustle front?
So before I went into the house, I was working in like KG as a presenter and producer. And one of my biggest dreams was to set up my own media company. Right. And in the course of this lockdown, I've been able to do that. So I now have my own media company. Nice. And we're going to be producing. It's called Play ENTV.
Play ENTV.
Play ENTV.
Okay.
Yes, that's what it's called. And so we are creating content, reality TV shows, TV series, fun and talk shows and all of that. That's what we are working on.
Okay.
And so that's probably going to pull through until the whole thing is back together.
Okay.
Life is back to normal, and then I'll do emceeing, which I love to do so much.
Oh yeah,
so
nice,
that's
man,
what
nice.
I'm up to.
It's all good. If given a chance to go back to any live TV reality show, will you take it?
No.
Seriously, like why?
No.
Why?
So I've come to understand the importance of privacy.
Oh boy.
Right now.
Oh boy.
You know, just being in this space it makes you value privacy a lot more, and just knowing that you're taking your decisions at your own pace, at your own time, without interference. That is something I've come to value. I probably will never go back there, but I now have to live with this new identity. But I don't think I'll take the opportunity to go back.
Oh my God.
Nah. Privacy
most at times is key, but some people will kill for what you have.
I agree.
Some people love
I agree. I was there once.
All right, thanks so much for coming through and granting us this interview. We wish you the best in your endeavors. You know what I mean? And
Thank you.
Good one. I hope when next you come down here, it will be talk of your
wedding bells and all of that. I know.
Oh yeah, but I wasn't even going there though.
Okay.
I was going like business-wise.
Oh great.
Your your outfit and all that. But wedding bells. Oh yeah, we got eyes on you guys.
You just surprised me because every other person wants to hear wedding bells.
Oh no, wedding bells by the
wayside. To know that you care about my well-being.
Oh, I do, yeah. Because see, without no better hustle, no stable wedding. That's key.
Everyone like this, man. Thank you very much.
Benin City style. So once again, thanks so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it.
Okay, it's been an exclusive chat with Presh Talker. Like I said, great talker, broadcaster, does like my job here. And she was quite an item to watch while that show was ongoing. Like you just heard from her, no second chance going back to any house like that, like being in the house for like 2 months, you ain't going nowhere. To me, that's absolutely no. But I love the concept, yeah. And she's about a hustle, and wedding bells, hopefully, coming through in a bit. Once again, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right.
Having me.
It's still the Saturday show. Let's get right back now for some more action. I'll be back.
It's 100% your weekend Kickstarter.
Can't you see I'm sitting on a pillow? I'm sitting on a pillow right now.
First thing I noticed, the people. Yes, and I also noticed that your power goes out a lot. And we're back.
Yeah, we're back, yeah.
You like?
100% Ninja content.
My name is Sidney Shelter. I'm happy to have you on board, and this is the Saturday Show.
Let me just give you one line from the film. Maga, no de mugu maga.
You know the meaning of Maga.
Before uncle.
And 100% It's the Saturday Show Full Blast on ITV every Saturday.
Your worst nightclub experience. Oh, okay. I'm going to sound like this. No, not your talk.
At 8 a.m. Keep it locked.